And if you've ever prayed a novena to St. Therese, on the 9th day of that novena, miraculously, almost always, a rose shows up because she's called the Little Flower. And people get a rose in some way, shape, or form, or they smell roses in their home, and there's no rose in the home. Like, she's letting people know, I'm still working hard for your salvation. Even though Jesus did the heavy lifting, we still have to choose every day. Are we going to choose God today, or are we going to choose to go away from God today? And I'm always telling people, in every decision we make in life, you have to have on the horizon, heaven is the goal. Because you could amass vast amounts of money and power and success in this life if you really put your nose to the ground and do the hard work. And you could come out, $350 million at the end of life. But if you don't get to heaven, you're a loser, like a big loser, the biggest. There's no other. That's the only thing you have to get right. You can get everything else wrong, but if you get to heaven, you're a winner. And I think a lot of the problems come in when people become too rich and famous. This is, Jesus said in the scriptures about, it's harder for a rich man to enter heaven than going through the camel through the eye of a needle. What does he mean by that? The problem I've experienced in my firsthand interaction with wealthy people is, not all, but many, most, I would say. You get to a point where you feel like, I'm so in control, I don't need anybody else, including God. Like, I'm covering all my bases, I'm good. And you kind of get deluded into thinking that you're the master of your own destiny, including heaven. That's a very dangerous place to be, because that's pride. And that's probably the one thing that will block you from getting into heaven, is if you think you're going to go toe to toe with Jesus on getting in. You die at the end of life, you leave it all behind. Nothing goes with you. So my big message is to people, and it's funny because John Rich, the country music guy, he just did a very long episode with Tucker where he talked about the book of Revelation. And he wrote a song about it to wake people up, because we're literally blind in these times to what's important. He says, you don't know when the end of your life is going to come, but you better be ready. And by ready, I mean prepared for heaven. So when I see people in hospice and they're dying and they know they're dying, I can tell within 10 seconds if this person is prepared their life to meet Jesus or if they squandered it away, because they're either at radical peace and not fearing it, or they're terrified and they don't know what to do.